If you're interested in creating your own virtual anime avatars, both safe for work and non-safe for work, then stay tuned, because I'll be showing you an easy to use tool that comes with a vibrant VTuber community alongside access to their TAVN, which is an AI chatbot, and so much more. But before we do, a big thanks to the supporters of the channel, including this video sponsor, and be sure to hit that like button, especially if you like this tool and want to see more content around using it. But let me give it to you bite-size. So Yodayo is a free creative tool and hub for VTuber and anime fans, with over 20,000 art styles available, mostly non-safe for work, but plenty to make whatever you want. You will get 300 credits as a new user and 150 daily credits, with 5 being required to generate one image on their faster, high priority image generation. You can also get 200 weekly credits if you join their contest in the Yodayo Discord, where you can compete with others to win prizes, while being part of a community that passionately supports AI, anime, and VTubers simultaneously. Yodayo has also released a new beta feature called TAVN, where you can have a conversation with video game, anime, and celebrity AIs, which we'll explore later. I've also posted a link to their Discord in the description, alongside resources, so you can get started. This software also supports mobile and is available as an Android app on the Google Play Store, allowing you the ability to create images on the go without the need for powerful hardware, only your mobile device. So how do you use this software? Well, members of the channel will find this tool not too dissimilar to Automatic One, and newcomers will have an easy time as this software was developed for a general audience rather than computer nerds. So at the top of their webpage, there's a button called New Artwork. This will take you over to an image creation page packed with your normal functions like prompts, models, spells, which are lauras, and settings, containing samplers, steps, and other pieces of common information. You can buy additional beans if you run out to use their priority image generation, and the beans seem to be really good value, as you can generate images free of charge or spend 5 beans for their priority service, giving you at least 30 images per day before you need to restock to use the priority service. The process is quite familiar. You start by entering a prompt describing the image you want. Yodayo prefers Dambaroo tagging, and you can explore other artworks for examples of prompts. Next, you can select the model you want to use for the image, and this is essentially your checkpoint that determines the overall style of the image, from realistic to anime and everything else available. You can use the search bar to see whether a model you like is available through this service, and if you navigate to your profile and select Edit Profile then Settings, you can enable NSFW content, which is non-safe for work, which makes up a huge portion of the website's models. They have also just released the latest SDXL model named Yodayo, tailored for HoloLive VTuber fans. This is the start of more SDXL models upcoming in the future, and it's worth noting that using SDXL models are more demanding on the service, so it's only available for high priority users. You have access to spells, and these operate like lauras, where you can modify the image for a specific character, art style, and even add negative prompts for improved results. There are SDXL exclusive spells, which only work with the SDXL models and require twice the generation time. If you do decide to use the SDXL model, be warned that they prefer natural language as opposed to Dambaroo tags. Also, be sure to check your settings. The default options should work fine, but more experienced users may want to play around for the perfect image. And once all of that is done, you hit the generate button and wait for the magic to happen. As you can see, we end up with a very nice image, and you can click the enhance button, and this will bring up your upscaling options so you can improve the image quality even further for 8 beans per upscale. Now the TAVN is an interesting feature. The TAVN is an AI chatbot which can be integrated and modified for use with different types of software and operates similarly to ChatGPT. But the use within Yodayo is to interact with chatbots that are trained after different types of concepts, such as celebrities, anime characters, and even video game characters. And you may be wondering how you can make your own, but why don't we dive into one and see what it can do before having a crack at our own AI chatbot? Because yes, you can make your own through this service. Now close your eyes and imagine for a moment that I'm some sort of K-pop stan. I'm holding my BTS body pillow, I've got my candles burning around my shrine to Ollie London, and we're ready to have a conversation with Jenny from Blackpink. We get an introduction from Jenny, where she tries to sell us her tours, but we're the ones asking the questions, so let's ask her how her day is going. The AI would do some thinking and then respond by telling me how her day went before asking me about mine. Now, let's look at some utility purposes, because while having a chat with a bot might be entertaining in itself, we can also ask it questions for information, such as when Queen Elizabeth II took the throne. Jenny not only knew when Queen Elizabeth took the throne, but also provided some additional context, so she will pass any UK immigration test with flying colours. This can extend to cooking recipes and even vector mathematics, but you can also have a bit of fun with trolling, and this is where the AI tends to break a bit. The AI will usually respond in a positive manner to any question, even if I were to say something creepy like, "I'm outside your house." You can see that Jenny has taken this rather well, but if I said this in real life, I'd end up at the bottom of a river. Now, when creating your own chatbot, this can either be extremely in-depth or very simple, depending on how much effort you want to expend. They recently released some advanced guidance which can help you create a more complex character, but for the sake of this video, we'll keep things simple. You can navigate to the TAVN and hit the plus character button, which will take you to the character creation page. You can select an image to upload, a name for the character, and then you can provide a description. Now, the super important bits are the persona, first message, scenario, and example dialogue, which will help define some of the information the AI will work with to roleplay the character. The persona is information which describes the AI, such as who they are, their physical attributes, and personality. You can enter a first message, which is the message you receive upon starting a conversation, to set the scene. You also have the scenario, which explains the settings, situational context where the user engages with the character, and example dialogue acts as a template for structuring your character's response. You can then upload a separate character image for the interaction and a background, so you have a visual setting for the interaction, and then you're set to go. You will need to use a background removal tool on the character, otherwise you get this box, which I've left in so you can see how it works. That was a simple way of creating a bot, but you can go further into depth by using their advanced guide, which contains considerations, syntax and formatting for really complex characters, which I may do a dedicated video on in future, but for the time being, links in the description. Now that we've explored some of the features of using Yodayo, what are some of the benefits? Well, you don't need a high-end PC to enjoy, and you have smartphone functionality, so you can create waifus literally anywhere. You can share your works with the community, alongside having a history to revisit and enhance ideas, or to try another model or style, and they offer exclusive models by top model trainers from Civitai and Hugging Face. In terms of ways Yodayo can improve, I think the service really needs to implement some of the existing features found in other tools like Stable Diffusion, but also animation tools for creating characters in different poses, facial expressions and movements, which would be useful for content creators and live streamers. I also think the service could benefit from developing and implementing its own tools such as background removers and maybe even text-to-speech to save users having to navigate externally from the website and to make TAVN more immersive. But don't worry if you think something is missing, because the development team have additional features in the work such as image to image, so you can create a new image based on an existing one, a topic we've explored before. They will be adding in new models and spells on a fortnightly basis and incorporating a trending post section alongside categories and other app improvements to further that social media flavour. You will also be able to generate 4 images at a time to save time, so plenty to look forward to as this tool develops. Lastly, they will be implementing animation for your images through Anime Diffusion, so that's something to look forward to. But in conclusion, I can see Yodayo becoming a mainstream platform for developing images thanks to its user-friendly interface and easy-to-use service, which can prove useful for content creators, Dungeons & Dragons campaigns, and people who like creating art for their own personal use, whatever that may be. I've also attached a form for claiming free Yobeans, exclusive for channel viewers, which expires in 2 weeks. But a big thanks for watching, a shout out to the supporters, and do let me know if you want anything covered in this video expanded upon. This is Bite Size Genius, and I hope you enjoyed.